everybody, welcome back to another video. Today it is Storytelling Season 2, Episode 1. And today we're going to be talking about friends. I have a couple of them that I've shown on YouTube, and I have a couple of them that I have not, obviously. Anyway, for the first story here, we're going to be talking about that one friend who always has to question you. And so, like, yesterday I was playing Fortnite with Pablo and my friend, and then my other friend from school joined, and he joined, and it was 2v2 box fights, 2v2 box fights, and me and Pablo were on the same team 3 times, and then those two were on the same team twice. So, technically, after that, the other friend kept asking me if we could be on the same team, but I told him that we have to stay on the same teams. Then we switched, and I was on the other one's team, and he was on Pablo's team. After that, we went back to lobby, and I forgot to mention that at the beginning of this, when he came back and he tried to kill me, and he tried to eliminate, Pablo, or no, not Pablo, my other friend. He said, "Wait, you're on Pablo's team?" And then I said, "Wait, what'd you say?" And he said, "Nothing." Anyways, after that, we played another game, and my other friend left. So then he said, "Could we do 2v1s or something?" And then, blah blah blah, stuff like that. Then we were gonna play some Octo games, and he left because he didn't want to play it. And when we both played alone one time, when we were both playing that one time, we were playing Octo games, and when I made it to the end of the line, and he was still in the back end. And when he would stay still, he would purposely move to the left and right, so that way I could win, and that we could go back to lobby. And we were doing 1v1s before we started Octo games. And then after that, we went and played we played 10 rounds of 1v1s. After we got back from Octo games, I suspected he was gonna say that we should do some more 1v1s. Then I said, "Okay, now what?" And then he said, "I don't know, more 1v1s, I guess." And then in my head, I was like, "Okay, this guy literally was faking that." And then he said, I can't do this. Like, what's so hard about keeping your character still in a game?" Anyways, after that, he said more 1v1s, and I thought in my head to myself, this guy was just faking not to know how. Because, like, what's so hard about that? Like, what's so hard about staying still? And then, so that way we could play 1v1s again. Basically, and then once we go back to school, like, he called me again, and I haven't been answering him because I've been busy. And then we were talking, and then he asked why haven't I been answering. I've been busy. Anyways, he said he's gonna call me every day now. Alright, for number 2, we have the most annoying kid in the world. So I have this one kid at my school that's in my class, and I'm not going to say his name, but he's so annoying. So we had, like, Christmas Spirit Week at my school, where we had to, like, wear Christmas stuff. And then, then we had to wear a Santa hat on Thursday, and he came up to me and said, "I'm the hat stealer." And then in my head I was like, "Oh hell no, if this guy steals my hat, I swear to God." He didn't steal anybody's hat, even though he claimed to be the hat stealer. Still. But he did take my hat at the performance on Tuesday, I believe. Yes, on Tuesday, I think. So then I told the teacher, I know that sounds snitchy, I know that sounds childish and snitch, but don't, it's fine. Anyways, So after that, technically, we just went on with our day. But he's done so much other stuff. Like, he keeps telling me about this Uncle Samsonite character. And now, like, everything that he shows us or tells us about, I say, what now is it about? He, like, one time he showed us a Lego Warden, and I said, is that Uncle Samsonite? I knew it was the Warden. I was just messing with him. Anyway, story 3, what the hell? Anyway, story 3 will be about, the second annoying crybaby. So I have this one, there's always that one kid in your school who whines about everything. And basically that kid in my class I've had since 2nd grade and 4th grade. I still have him in 5th grade, so that's 3 grades in a row. And I've been coming to the school I go to since 2nd grade. I'm in 5th grade now, and I still have him. My friend Lucas has had him since he first moved here in 2nd grade. Sounds like hell. Anyways, so basically, whenever he gets detention, he thinks he can't. He thinks he can do whatever he wants. One time he got detention for doing the fake middle finger, but it was actually in reverse, which I get. I wouldn't want to go to detention over something I didn't do. But at the same time, the teacher's telling you to go, so you have to. Anyways, we were reversing my friend Joshua, and what's it called? The teacher thought that was the middle finger, so he got an ODR, but he didn't take it. So he kept going on with recess and stuff like that, because, well, I'm in elementary school still, we still have recess. But we just walk around mainly, because we don't have anything to do. They banned running we run a lot, but the soccer players are more dangerous than us, and that's just 4th story. But I'm not done with my 3rd. What the hell is that noise? Anyway, after, like, another time, he just walked away. Yeah. So in 3rd grade, he had this friend. I'm not gonna say her name, because addressing her full name would be, bad. Anyways, so they had to owe recess for something, and they just thought they could do whatever they want. So, yeah. And then I'm trying to think. They walked away to the further place, and I just hate the fact that they think they could do whatever they want. Because in reality, they're gonna have consequences later in life. That is so gay. On to story 4. So basically, the soccer players would always just mess with us. Well, not mess with us, but would always ask us to play so that way they could win. I don't have a lot of stories for this because this only happened once. But the soccer players were also messing with the 5th graders, which was us. The 4th graders were messing with the 4th graders. I don't play soccer. Okay, I'm really lazy. So then technically, they played on their court, and, well, their side of the court, and they got into, like, a huge fight and stuff like that. Then they played a game against each other. The 4th graders cooked us. So then everybody comes back to line, starts swearing and stuff like that, like, no, them and stuff like that. It was crazy, but I don't know what happened. I didn't even butt in about it, like I usually do. Anyway, on to story 5. One time, I brought a snack. Well, not a snack, but fast food. I brought canes, Raising Canes, to school. People were asking me for 1 chicken. I only had 2 chickens. I'm not gonna give away one of my chickens. Anyways, the same guy that was in story 1, the friend that was from my school. I need to give them names. I don't know. He said, no, just 1 chicken, just 1 chicken. Why would I give you a whole chicken? And I already promised I'm gonna fry. And then I gave one of my friends half a chicken. Well, not a half, but like 4 centimeters, I would have to say, of a chicken. On to story 6. Anyways, you know when you bring snacks or something to school? You bring fast food to school or anything, everybody's always just all over you, asking you for something. Can I have some? Can I have some, please? Can I have some? Just one. It's always so annoying, and that's why. So this is the same friend from story 1. Damn, he's in 3 stories. I brought 2 pizzas to school from Freddy Fazbear. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, I brought 2 pizzas to school, and he was just sitting there with his head on his head on his arm, with his head on his arms, and basically he didn't want to eat. And then he looked at my lunch and he said, oh, "Can I have one?" And I said, "No, I'm sorry, dude." And he said, "Please, bro, please, just one pizza." And I did this another time, and he said, "Can I have one?" And I said, "No, I'm sorry." And he said, "You're fake." And then my friend Lucas said, "How are you fake just because you're not giving him food?" And that's true. I asked him for stuff, and he says no sometimes, and he says sorry and stuff like that. And I was like, it's okay. I just walk away. I don't say anything else. But he's always just, and then like he started moving my hands up and down and stuff like that, and I have a scar on my face. If you guys didn't know, I got bit by a dog before school started up, like 2 days before school, August 14th is the day I started school, August 12th. And it got bad. It was bad. And then once I was able to take the patch off, I put on silicone patches. And then once he was doing that, he accidentally made my hand hit my scar. So he saw that I started putting my hands on my face, and he tried to. I yelled, "Get away!" But I just had to back up from him. I'm really sensitive about it. Let's just say that, because one time I can't. That's story 7. In story 7, I forgot my patch, and it's a really big deal. I need those patches so that way my scar can go away. And I said, "Screw it, I'm just not gonna have it today." And then I was like, "No, I need it." So I took out my phone. I took out my phone and I went home. Yes, I walked home, off campus, to get my patch. I live down the street from the school. Yeah, it's typically fine. Anyways, it was crazy. Another time I forgot it was the time I was nearly at the gates. I was nearly at the gates, and basically, I realized I didn't put it on. So I ran back home again. And then, and the first one, so when I was technically at breakfast when this happened. And when I ran home, I put my patch on and went back. It was that easy. Anyways, back to the first one. So, after I came back, I forgot to mention a lot of things. So, he said, "Why do you need it?" And I said, "'Cause I need it!" I yelled it. I'm okay, on to story 8. I'm not really prepared. There's just this one friend who thinks they're the boss of you. And I had that one friend who would always tell me what to do and say. So, like, one time when I got us both in trouble because I didn't want to be his friend, he said, "Say, I'm sorry that I got us both in trouble because I didn't want to be your friend." And I said it to make him happy. He wouldn't shut up. I was in, like, preschool or, I don't know, daycare or something. I know I'm a daycare attendant. I'm in a job. Anyway, basically, he would always just not do anything. He would always do no work. And that leads me on to story 9. So one time, oh wait, I'm still on story 8, by the way. He had to write his name, but he just took his pencil, took his hand like this, and started scribbling on it. I'm sorry that my phone's on. And started scribbling on it. And then when she showed his mom, he said, "This is not your name. You were supposed to write your name." And then he told her to say, "I love you, baby." Like, get out, man. Like, go home. On to story 9. This is the same crybaby that we saw from the first one. He does no work. Still. Like, he doesn't do anything. I know. Unless we promise him a prize or something, he doesn't do anything. He usually just sits there doing some random stuff. And then one time in PE, he didn't want to do football, so he just walked away. It was a whole thing. It's weird. Anyways, he doesn't do a lot of things. Like one time, he didn't know what to do in one of the assignments that we were supposed to do, and he didn't. So he just sat there reading, and basically, once he showed the teacher, he told the teacher that he didn't have it, and she asked why, and I said, because he didn't do anything, because he didn't know what to do, and she said, what? And stuff like that. Then she made him choose an animal, because that was the assignment, and he chose the same one as me. We hang out a lot. That leads me to story 10, but not yet. So basically, it's just crazy stuff. He didn't do anything, and then he started copying me a little bit. It was weird, but still, I like it. It's fine, I like it. We share a freaking desk, dude. We gotta figure something out. Alright, story 10. What was I talking about? Shoot, I forgot. Alright, so one time I stopped being friends with the same crybaby because he made me drop my pizza on the ground. I'm really hungry, okay? I mean, I'm fat, but I'm not really good, so. Anyway. The same guy from story 1 said, now that you're not friends with him anymore, who's your new best friend? It's probably not me, huh? And then one time, I was telling him that I looked up to somebody, and then he said, who else do you look up to? Probably not me, huh? And I said, no, actually, yeah, you are one. Not really, though. But I don't really look up to him. I don't look up to children, really. Anyway, Thanos Squid Games. I got a notification saying Thanos Squid Games. What the f? He knows that I will say, I'll try to make him, I'm a nice person. But technically speaking, I'm a nice person. I like to make people feel good about themselves. I'm selfless, because one time my dad asked me if I thought he should buy a headset for himself, or if he should buy me V-Bucks so I could get a skin in Fortnite. And I said that he should get a headset. And then he said that I'm selfless, and then stuff like that, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, he knows that I'll try to make him feel better and stuff like that, make him nice. So he asked me questions to the point, and then he says at the end, probably not me, huh? And then I say, no, actually, yeah, you are too. And then I said one time, I have a lot of best friends and stuff like that. And then Adrian said, something. Well, not Adrian. I'm thinking of the wrong dude. What's it called? And then he said, who's your number one best friend? Probably not me, huh? I just walked away. Because I'm tired of it. Like, guys, have you ever been so annoyed to the point where you just get tired and stop answering them? So, like, yesterday, I'm going to talk about story 12. I don't know if I did 11. I'm sorry. If I skipped 11, I'm sorry. Story 12 or 11. Technically, one time... Hang on. Okay, last story. So, basically, one time, he was like... we were gonna, like, pick assigned partners, and he said, well, not assigned partners, we were gonna buy something for someone, and then we're gonna, like, he said, who are you gonna buy it for? Probably not me, huh? And I just got tired. And then, like, alright, actual last story. Yesterday when we were playing, he was trying to snitch on Pablo, so I could be like, Pablo, stop. And, like, get him in trouble, and then, so that way I could be on his team, and stuff like that. I saw right through it, because I said, no spamming weapons, and he said, and then, like, whatever killed him, he said, no, none of this. He said, no shotguns. So I started making a joke, saying, All right, let's just use nice words to kill each other, because everything can kill Adrian. Why do I keep saying Adrian? I'm thinking of the wrong guy. I'm thinking of Adrian S. Damn. Anyway, that's one of my other friends. Because everything can kill him. Anyway, after that, he kept saying, why are you saying that stuff? You don't like me, huh? I'm saying, dude, I'm just joking around. Like, it's a joke. There's just always one people that can't take a joke, and that's gonna be in episode 2 or 3. Anyway, he kept saying, moon, 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 or something. He said my real name, but moon, moon, moon. And I said, what? He said, you know what Pablo was using? And I said, what? And then he said, the Void Oni mask. And I said, so? Isn't that a spam weapon? Dude, how are you gonna spam a mask? And plus, you can't even spam the Void Oni mask. And I said, how is a mask gonna be a weapon? He just said, okay. And stuff like that. Anyways, what's it called? Then, another time, he technically was like, well, you're spamming a shotgun. And I was like, how am I spamming a shotgun? How do you spam a shotgun? Like, by shooting it? Because he expects us to basically, let me find my remote real quick. He expects us to, this is just, pretend like this is the gun. He expects us to do like, bah, and then give it 10 seconds slow. But no, what we do is bah, 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 and he thinks I'm spamming. It's not spamming, he's just mad. Anyways, the only guy that's actually not afraid to say something is Adrian S. He says that he freaking sucks. Not him, but the other guy. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.